All right, we're live here, and let's go live on Instagram. All right. All right, there we go. All right, everybody, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's had a good week. Hope everyone's been recording videos and getting them out there. As usual, if you are new to this training here and you're new to Dubb, if you can put a 1 into that chat and let me know your industry as well, that would be great. And then 2 if you're returning to Dubb. You've had Dubb for a little while and you kind of know your way around a little bit. So a 2 if you're returning, 1 if you're new, and if you don't mind putting your industry in there as well, if you are new, that would be fantastic if you do that. Okay, great. I saw Ron. Looks like you're in insurance recruiting. Alex, you're in mortgage loans. Fantastic. Okay. Let me come over to you, Ron, first, just to say hello really quick. If you want to unmute, you can say hi. If you want to, Ron, we say hi to the new folks that are coming in. How are you, Ron?
Doing great. Thank you for inviting me and looking forward to learning some stuff today.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for coming in. Do you just a real quick question about your leads for prospecting? Do people fill out forms? Do you kind of run ads, a lot of referrals, kind of all the above, or?
No, I run direct through doing Indeed, and then I run licensed agent campaigns.
Got it. Got it. And then what's the is there a certain within industry, is there a certain like subset that's been like a good niche for you?
No, not necessarily. Yeah. I used to do marketing for other insurance companies, but just got back into the game myself.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. Well, we these live trainings, we do them every day, Monday through Friday, and then we post them on our YouTube support. It's usually within the live ones here, since we're going live, it'll be in the live section of Dubb support on YouTube. But then we also just post it as well, like at the end of the day, typically. So people that come into the training, when they go to the part that they want to see again, they'll go back and watch that right there.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for letting me come in.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Ron. Thanks for jumping on.
That's me too.
And let's see, I saw Alex. It looks like you're number 1. You're a number 1 too. So let me come over to you in 1 second here. Let's see, Alex, let me find in the list. How are you, Alex? If you want to say hi, you can unmute and say hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys?
Yeah, good to meet you, Alex. So talk to me about same kind of thing. How do your kind of leads come your way?
Well, one of the things for me is that I've been in the business 25 years. So a lot of my business is either referral or return business.
Yep.
But the way the market is right now, the way social media is, I mean, I need to adapt, and I'm old school. So I'm usually like face-to-face or door knocking type of thing, but I need to change my ways. Work smarter, not harder, what they say, right?
Yeah. Well, look, I think at the end of the day, there was a Jeffrey Gitomer. He's been in sales forever, and he's been using Dubb for a number of years now. He's a funny guy. He's been good at sales for a long time, and one of his expressions was always, if it's not face to face, phone is second best, because you're still able to talk. Back in the day when that was the case. But now, if you're not face to face, I mean, sending a video is being face to eventual face. You know what I mean? It's sending an asynchronous communication, but it's really just starting that conversation so people can hear you, see you, all that kind of good stuff. So I think any of the industries like, mortgage, finance, real estate, coaching, all these industries that have a real trust factor to them, where they want to, get your take on it, because you could share information, but what's your take on the information? I think that's the biggest thing,
Correct. Yeah, I agree. So that's why I'm here. I need to learn, and like I said, I mean, my referral business is still okay. I mean, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, more is always good.
Yeah. No, definitely. You want to keep that flow going. So thanks for coming in, Alex.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cool. And then let's see, Terry. I saw Terry, you put a 1 there. You're in tech recruiting. Oh, very cool. Let me come over to you, Terry, if you want to say hello. Let me find you on our list here. Hey, Terry. If you can hear me okay. If you're able to unmute on your side. How are you, Terry?
There we go. How's it going, Rob?
Good. So talk to me a little bit about, is LinkedIn kind of a big place for you, or where do you kind of live with your leads?
LinkedIn. I do live in LinkedIn a lot. Been learning a lot about email deliverability. So I've kind of laid off of email for a little bit, and just kind of going through using voice drops, text messages, and just direct calls.
That's great. Have you done video before, Terry, or is this your first kind of foray?
This is my first. Actually, I did use Dubb initially, and I learned the hard way that you don't want to send the video out on your first outreach. So I'm just kind of trying to start over again.
Well, if you want to, there's a I'll put this in the chat right now. We have this email called feedback@Dubb, and I'll put it in there right now. And if you want to, we always tell everybody, and people just send this over to us. I think they're I enjoy watching them. If you want to like say, hey, I want to try this style, or I'm thinking about doing this video that I want to send out, you can always pretend that, like, you know, we're one of the prospects, and just send us something, you know, and we can give you feedback if you want before you send it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, kind of welcome back, Terry.
Thanks.
Yeah, cool. All right, awesome, everybody. Well, listen, welcome into everyone else, and we're going to start right now. I'm going to share my screen, and let's walk through the important points of the platform, and then we'll also talk about certain strategies that kind of go along to it, and then we'll kind of work our way through. All right, let me share my screen here, and here we go. Okay. So the biggest thing is, obviously, with videos is the visual part of it, obviously. So what do these things look like when people get these Dubb videos? So when they get a Dubb video, they're going to see an animated preview. So it's a 3-second repeating GIF of the beginning part of your video. So when you do hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. You can technically change that inside the Dubb platform. There's a little slider where if you like something, you know, visually different, you know, in the video, maybe you're doing one of these or something and you want that to be the GIF, you can do that, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But I think when you make these daily, you just want to be efficient. You want to be ready to go, so you don't have to worry about that later. So when you hit record, you like the first 3 seconds. The different styles that I'm going to show you now have different kind of ways of conveying themselves. This one right here is direct to camera, probably the most straightforward way you can, you know, put a message across. But before we even do a style, before we even decide what technology we want to record with, we have to know who our folks are that we're reaching out to, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many. And what's our hook? Like, why does someone even want to click on this video? What's the reason, you know? So one of the strategies that we've used and we've recommended to folks and are using it, if you do use an AI, like a ChatGPT or, you know, a Gemini or Grok, or even if you use within the Dubb dashboard, our AI guide up here called Auto, if you go in there and tell the AI the purpose of your outreach for that one-to-one or one-to-many, who your ICP is, you know, your ideal customer profile, the goal of you reaching out, what you want them to do. And you can even ask the AI, like, what's some value within that industry that I can kind of give my take on. But the big question you want to ask the AI is, say, please give me 20 or 30, you know, you can say 50, you can say 100, 5 to 6 word hooks related to my ICP that will make them want to click on this video based on the goal that I have. And when it gives you that list of 5 to 6 word hooks, that's when you're going to take that messaging, you know, you give it a human pass, see if you like it and prove it. And that's when you're going to use that hook within the videos that you're going to do here. Now, I said right here, it says, what's your hook? So now that we have our hook, how do we visually convey it? So this one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder inside of the Dubb platform. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and there's a little whiteboard feature where you can type on there. And the reason we say 5 to 6 words is because typically it kind of fits in there. I think it's about 30-something characters. And then you can also put that up here in the subject line of your email or in your SMS message. Now, also the animated part of it. So I'm waving and pointing, that kind of thing. You know, just something really simple, brings it to life. Definitely remember to smile. And then just moving it towards the camera a little bit. But this style is very straightforward. The message is right in front of the person, right there front and center. Now, you can also do from this same webcam, you can just drop a virtual background behind you if you'd like. So if you don't have the whiteboard held up and you want to give context and have that hook sit behind you, where you're just doing a little wave and a smile and the image is behind, you can do that. You can do someone's profile here. You can do a company website. You can do a screenshot of a form someone filled out or an action, an article you want to share. If you're in real estate, you can just put a property behind you. Like this, if someone's interested in, take a screenshot, drop it behind. And then you also can use a combination of the virtual background and holding up the whiteboard, like I'm doing right here, because I would have the property address or maybe a fun fact about the property. Or if it's a person's profile, you know, I can do the same thing. Have the profile, article, whatever it is, have that hook right there as well. So you can do one or the other or both. And that's a very nice way because you're giving context and you're giving the hook. because we want people to understand as much as they can. It's like a movie trailer before the movie. You don't, even though I think movie trailers show way too much now, but it just like, you know, a little bit before you jump in. Now, another style that you can do with Dubb is something like this. You can do a screen recording. So this was done with the Dubb Chrome extension, which is a browser-based screen recorder. It's that little button you see right up here at the top in the browser. You just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin it up here. And when you have it, any website that you want to be on top of, where you're in a circle, square, rectangle, and you're walking someone through something, this is a very nice way to do it. So anything visually you want someone to walk through on a website within the browser, the Chrome extension is really good for this. Now, you'll notice inside there, I have the phone again, holding up the whiteboard. You know, you don't have to do that. It's just taking it to another layer of information, because I could be waving and pointing and you can tell it's a market update because I'm right there next to the title. But if I hold up the whiteboard and give an additional piece of information, like, hey, yeah, it's a market update, but you know, there's a big change in the market or something specific. So whatever industry you're in, whatever site that you're on within the browser that you're showing, what's that additional hook message that's going to make them want to be, oh yeah, I definitely want to click on this. And then you also have the ability to do recording with the mobile app, the Dubb mobile app. So you can do a virtual background like you see right here, just take screenshots on your phone, all the same scenarios. You can do text on there. You also can do your hook. So, you know, whether you're introducing yourself to someone, whether it's a referral, whatever it is, all the stuff we just talked about, type the hook and then put it wherever you want to put it. We also have picture-in-picture. This is really cool. So this is for a lot of real estate folks have really liked this since we've added it. You know, if you're doing a property walkthrough, instead of just recording what's in front of you, why not be on the screen with it as well? So it uses both cameras on the phone at the same time, and you're able to narrate your way through something. If you're not in real estate, if you're at a live event or somewhere and you want to get the crowd and kind of explain what's going on, then send that out to your contacts or maybe post it on social, you can do that. If you have a website pulled up on your computer, or you have a document or whatever it is, you want to show something physically, take your phone, lean into the site. And then it would be the same idea, because you're on the screen and you're leaning in and showing what you want to show. If you're with a client and you're just kind of hanging out, you're doing your thing or whatever, and you want to do a quick testimonial video, you could have them sit across from you, record them, and then you're on the screen there asking the question, and they could be answering it, like a little kind of cool like Q&A that you could put on social or something. So this is picture-in-picture. Now, we also have a desktop app. So the desktop app is another screen recorder that we have that's different than the Chrome extension. The Chrome is everything browser-based, anything website within the browser. The desktop app is like a drone that flies over the top of everything. So we can go on top of videos, Canvas slides, documents, whatever you want it to be on top of. And you actually can crop in as well. Because you'll notice here, I'm cropped in closer on the site to show something very specific. So when I show the screen recorders, Chrome and desktop, I'll explain the similarities and differences. Now, regardless of the style that you do choose, when someone does get this video and they click on it, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. Now, so when they land here, they're going to see your logo right over here, the video you recorded right in the middle, and then they're going to see a playlist of videos that's going to play right after this video. The power of this playlist is not only more educational, you know, for the person watching, getting more information, but it enables you to really focus on this first video being all about that hook. 30 to 40 seconds, get in, get out, have them take an action. It's focused on that. Because in the playlist here, what you can do is record one video, one time, minute and a half, and basically make it your pitch video. Why should someone work with you? You know, why should they get your product or service? So that's really just going to play right after. So you only need to do that once, and it will always play after. It's very seamless. It will run right into it. So you can really focus on that first part about them. If you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot for them at the end. Notice we have Dubb testimonials down at the bottom, and that really kind of completes this nice loop that they're in right here. Below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Would you like them to book a time in your calendar? Would you like them to email you back? Would you like them to fill out a form? How about a link to an external form? What about visiting your website? How about downloading a document, a listing agreement, a contract? How about checking out a case study or leaving a review? So there's a number of choices you can have down here. I would, if you have multiples, I would go in order of importance from left to right. Sometimes people just have one button because they want them to do one singular thing. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, or maybe you do have them, but you want to get more, right? What you can do is there's this little button here called Reply with Video. So if I wanted to get a video testimonial from someone, I would record a video and I would have that button below it. So I'd say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using the Dubb platform. I would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know, what have you enjoyed about this platform? And then when they send that video back to you, you get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then you just add it to your playlist right here. And that's the way a lot of Dubb folks over the years have gotten video testimonials, because it's kind of convenient for both sides. You don't have to meet in Zoom or get it edited or anything like that. Now, the last part of this page over here to the right is your AI assistant, Sia, your sales interactive assistant. And Sia is great because it is not a necessity you need to have it on the page. It's just a button inside of Dubb if you don't want it on there. But if you do, it's really cool because when people land here, maybe they're considering taking that next step, but maybe they have questions in real time. So over here to the right, you can have up to 20 FAQs, 3 of them will show. And then they also can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives the answer, it's going to want to keep the momentum going. So it's going to give the answer, but then at the end, it's going to say, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Or whatever that next action is you want them to take. For me, it's book a time on my calendar. Now, the AI is educated inside of Dubb with individual website pages. It will learn physically what's in text on those pages. And then you also can upload a PDF as well. So one or the other or both, and then the AI becomes very educated on what you're looking to do. Now, these landing pages themselves, these preset landing pages, these are all about recognizing certain segments of your audience. So if I was going to be in recruiting and I worked with, let's say, employers and candidates, I would want to have a preset landing page for the employers and a preset landing page for the candidates. Same thing for insurance, mortgage, real estate, coaching, consulting. Any splits in your audience, why not create a preset landing page that speaks directly to them with the proper videos and the proper AI assistant on the page that can speak just to those folks? Now, when you get on a paid plan with Dubb after the free trial, our team meets you in Zoom in an optimization setup, and they help you set up these things. So the logos, the buttons, the pages, all of that, so you're ready to go and send it out. And everything here is also tracked. So you're going to know, did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they chat with the AI? Did they check out the page? Did they click on any of the buttons? That really helps you follow up in a very, educated way. So you know what to say when you're following up. You're not just following up to follow up. Okay, so how would we record something that looks like this from our webcam? What you would do is go inside the Dubb platform. There's a red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. This is where you can upload a video into Dubb or record from your webcam. So when you select this button here, it's going to open up, and it's going to open up your webcam just like this. Now, if I want to get the whiteboard on my phone, like you saw, get the Dubb mobile app, look Dubb app, whether you have iPhone or Android. And when you have the Dubb app now, you're going to go in here at the top, and there's a square button right there with the person in the corner. So when you select that, that is where you're going to be able to type the message that you saw. So you're going to type it, and this is where you put the hook, type it and turn it, just like this. And there it is. And if you want to do the virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. We have a lot of stock ones down here that you can use, but I would go to your photos and I would upload into here any screenshots that you have. Like we talked about before, websites, articles, people's profiles, anything of meaning. And then they can give context, and then just select the one that you want. It's going to put it behind you just like this. And then you just want to make sure you have a good front light, whether it's natural or ring light or both. And if you do talk with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range here, because if you go out here, it's going to go into the mess. And you can even do a combination of both, like I showed you before, just like this, one or the other or both. Now, every recording option within Dubb has a teleprompter option. So to access the teleprompter here, you would click right up into here, and notice the first thing at the top says create new script. And then you see other scripts that are here. You have to have a script saved into Dubb first, obviously. So you can either click create new script, and it will take you right to the scripting part within the platform where you can give it a name and save it. Or you can access scripts this way. From within the Dubb dashboard, just come right over here to the left under assets, click scripts, and it will take you right there to the same point. But the bottom line is you have to have a script saved first. So when you click in here, I can either choose from the scripts that are saved, or I can search for a script by title if I want to. Now, when the script comes down here, you want to probably about arm's distance away. I think it's pretty good for an eye line. Let the words flow up. Give it a practice read so the words don't, surprise you. You want to make sure you have the right inflection. But once you use a teleprompter, it's pretty cool because you have the words right in front of you and you want to say it the exact way that you wanted to say it. Now, the speed is going to be right here. So you can adjust this up or down. You can hit the play button to test the speed, and you can back the text off or you can zoom it in. If you want to make any edits, right here for the pencil icon, because sometimes, you write a script, but then you read it out loud and you're like, you know what? I definitely want to make some changes on that. So you have the ability to do that right there. All right, so I'm going to put this together here. I'm going to hold this up right here. I'm going to hit record, and we're going to use the teleprompter. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, stop the teleprompter, click it again to resume. So you don't have to do it all at once if you don't want to. And then you can hit the red X to delete it. It's always going to ask you sure you want to do that? And then if you'd like to save this into Dubb, click the blue check mark, and that'll save it into the platform. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap this little button right there, and it'll close it. So again, this is the most straightforward way you can communicate right from your webcam. Hold up the message, have a virtual background behind you, do a combination of both. And if you don't do either, definitely give it a wave and a smile, the whole time. The smile is the most non-technical thing you can do, and probably one of the most important. And then I'm going to save this into Dubb now. So the check mark here, I'm going to click that there. And every time you click the check mark, it's going to save it into the video edit page inside of the platform. So when it lands on the video edit page, this is where we can do a number of things now. So I'm just going to choose a different video while that is transcoding. Let's just grab this one. And what you can do at first is right at the top, you can click the pencil icon and you can change the title in here. So just call it that. Click the check mark at the end and you save the internal title. Every Dubb video can be downloaded for an MP4 file. So anything you save in here, an MP4 version, you can download. You also can preview what this video looks like on that preset landing page before you send it. So all the way to the right, there's this little square button with an arrow. When you select that there, opens up a separate tab. Great. Here's my video, my AI, my buttons, everything looks good. Now, if I want to change it to a different preset landing page, there's a little drop down right here. And notice this says Rob's preset with a check mark. That is my default preset. Anytime I record a video, that landing page is going to be automatically attached. I can change that to another preset landing page as long as I already have them created. I can just select one here and it'll change everything about the background. I also can upload it to my YouTube channel if I have one. And down here, you have some tabs. You have analytics. This is an AI coach here called Kyra. So if you want feedback on your video, non-biased right away, click generate. It'll give you a delivery analysis feedback, and it will give you feedback on the visuals and the content. Over here to the right, you have activity. So again, like I mentioned earlier, you can say, okay, who's clicking on the buttons? Who's opening the emails? Who's watching the video? Really helps you follow up the way you want to, and you can drill down on the ones that you want. You also have a details tab. This tab is going to remind you of what buttons are below the video, what sales assistant is on the page, and what playlist videos will play after the video you've created. You can add or delete any of these right here if you'd like to. And if you already sent this video out to someone or a group of people, you can still make those changes and it will retroactively fix itself on the other side. You also have an editing tab. So any video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So you can hit the play button, and then you also can drag your timeline. So let's just say I want to cut something out. I'll drag it to this point right here. And then I'm going to click the scissor icon right here. And now it's split it. I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point. Let's say it's right there, scissor icon. And now I have three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what you can get rid of by hitting the trash can right up here at the top. And then to undo everything, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. If you want to use the design tab, this is what I was talking about in the beginning, where when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds repeats. If you want to change it to a different visual, just drag this here to a different visual point. Maybe I want to do that instead. And then just click generate thumbnail and it'll create the thumbnail there, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So you have choices on that. So we recorded a video, we have it on a preset landing page, and now we would like to send it. So to send it, open up a send inside your email provider. Best practice here, you always want to have the word video in the subject line, the very first thing that they read. It's rare that you see that in subject lines in an email. Then you want your hook that we talked about in the beginning. Then you want just a little bit of text in terms of, why they should, watch the video, or a little line right there. And then to drop the video in, you can do it in two ways. So one is actually inside the platform. So where we just were, there's a big blue share and send button when you select a video. When you click this here, just drop the email in of the person you're sending it to get that advanced tracking. You can add a little personalization text right at the top if you want to. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, and it drops it just like that. Now, there is a shortcut. So when you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second, and when it's pinned right up here at the top, this little Dubb symbol in the browser, in Gmail and in Outlook 365, you're going to see this little button down here at the bottom, this little Dubb button in Gmail. And Outlook 365 is off to the right. But when you have that button here, what you can do is select that button. It opens up the recorder that we're going to look at. And then you'll notice I am scrolling through my video library down to the right. So I just find the video that I want. I select, advanced options. I put the email in. I put a little personalization text if I want to. And then I just click insert, and it drops it in just like that. So it's just a shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. Okay, so let's say we want to record a screen recording video that looks just like this right here. Browser-based screen recorder, Chrome extension, which we just saw. How would we do that? Well, we're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So say I wanted to reach out to LinkedIn. And again, this could be any website where you want to walk someone through something. So what I'm going to do is open up the Chrome extension up here at the top, right in the browser, and it's going to put me on the page physically right here. Now, once I'm on the page here, I can do some things. So number one, you want to think about whatever website you're on. What is the size, shape, and placement of your webcam? Size can be adjusted right here in the corner. You can just drag it like this. I wouldn't go too big because I don't want to cover everything. So I'll probably go mid-size here. Then where do I want to put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. That's a good spot. I'm going to be communicating with him. Whatever site you're on, put yourself in an interesting spot. And then lastly, think about your shape. Is it rectangle? Is it phone shaped? Is it square? Is it more of an angular site? Just think about the aesthetics of it. I'm going to go circle because Ruben sits in a circle, and I'm going to be right here next to him. Now, inside the bubble here, you have some options. You can get a tighter frame if you want a closer frame. You can back it up if you want to. You can move yourself around inside the bubble, to wherever you want, left or right, up or down. You can jump to full screen like this when you want to make a point and go back to the page. You can turn your camera off right over here. So if you ever wanted to do just an audio walkthrough of a site, you can do that. You also can use your headshot if you'd like to use your headshot. Or if you are live, you can do a virtual background behind you if you would like to do that as well. You have the annotation tool right over here that you can use. We'll use in a second. You have a teleprompter available. This one's a little bit different than the one you just saw at the webcam because I can physically move this one around the page. I also can manipulate the sides like this. And when I find my script, this is what it's going to look like. I can adjust the script up or down in terms of speed. I can see, how do I like that speed? Hit the play button, back the text off, or zoom it in. So you have those options there. Now, with the teleprompter, when you're using this with the Dubb Chrome extension, I'm going to put mine up towards the camera here. A thing to remember is because the Chrome extension is browser-based, you don't want to go full screen in your browser if you're trying to use the teleprompter because it will physically hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap like I kind of have here. So when you hit record, you can physically tap it and bring it forward and be able to use it. You also have 3 orientations to record right over here. If I do camera, it would open up like a webcam. If I do tab, which is what it's on now, and I hit record, it would be a nice clean cut of this page. You wouldn't see any of the open tabs at the top. You would just see this page. And if I do screen over here, it would be the full screen. So if I wanted to say, hey, Ruben, listen, I want you to check out this website, I could click on one of the tabs and the recording will show me jump over to the other tab. All right, so I'm going to bring my hook in here, my additional message when I'm getting ready to record, and I'm going to hit record over to the right, start recording, choose my tab. There it is. Click share, and I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, how are you? Listen, I wanted to send you this video because I saw your book, Click Record, and it was pretty amazing. I gave it a read through. I want to talk to you real quick about it. So I did my whole 3-second animated preview, right? And then I decided to jump to full screen. You don't have to do that right after if you don't want to, but when you're doing these screen recordings in general, when you do want to make a point, it's kind of a powerful way to stop the press and say, hey, listen, this is what you need to know, and go back to the page. So to do that, if you want to, you can take your mouse and hover over the webcam like this, double click it, it brings you here, double click the page to go back. You can click the little square right here, that'll bring you to full, click it here to go back. And you also can select right on the control panel at the bottom. This is expand webcam, here, click it to go back. You also can keep recording while you're scrolling, whatever your style is. Now, if you want to hit the pause button right at the bottom. And then when you're ready to go again, just click resume. And then the annotation tool right over here to the left, this is where you can do some things here. You can draw on the screen, you can do underlining, you can do circles, you can do text on the screen if you'd like to. You can do numbering if you want to put things in numerical order of importance. All these are options, and these annotations here are going to stay sticky. So if you continue down the page, they won't follow you down. And then you can just delete them at the bottom if you want to delete them. So if you're looking to share any website, anything browser-based, Chrome extension screen record is great, and especially reaching out in here on LinkedIn, this has worked really well over the years. So I'm going to hit the check mark at the bottom. And again, when you hit the check mark, it's going to save it right back to that spot that we were, the video edit page inside of the platform. Now, the video that I recorded, how would I send that to Ruben if I wanted to send it to him? Well, on LinkedIn, you definitely want to be a connection first. So get connected with Ruben first, be a first connection, and then click message here at the bottom. And then you're going to notice a little Dubb button pops up again at the bottom, just like it did in Gmail that we saw earlier. That's the integration we have with LinkedIn. So when you select that button, opens up the Chrome that we just used, find your video like we did before, click insert, and then you can highlight this text right here and change it to something personal, whatever you'd like in terms of the hook. Click send, and then Ruben's going to get that nice animated preview as opposed to getting that just text-based copy and paste stuff. Now, another screen recorder we're going to look at now. We just saw the Chrome. Now we're going to look at the Dubb desktop app. So again, the desktop app is not beholden within the browser. It's like a little drone that flies over everything. Just Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And when it's on a Mac, the little Dubb symbol is going to be up here at the top, and on a PC, it will be at the bottom. So you can see the little choices you can choose here, or you can click View Quick Menu, and it pops up right here. So I'm going to click Record Screen because that's what we just did with the Chrome. So what's similar about the Chrome, and what are some of the differences between Chrome and desktop? Bubble, webcam here, all the same functionality. Annotation tool does all the same annotations. The only difference here is when you use the desktop one, the annotations will stalk you down the page. So you got to use them, delete them, and then move on. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome that you can physically move this wherever you want to. But when you choose a script, one of the first choices you have is voice recognition, which is called auto track. So if I was to read the script right there, it would go at my pace. If you don't want auto track and you like the scroll speed, just click the button, it will close it. And now you can control the speed just like this. So it's either auto track or auto scroll. Now, the last thing here that's a big difference is the recording itself. So right down here at the bottom, there's a red slash in here in the square. So if I was going to hit record, it would get my entire computer screen. If I click the red slash and get rid of it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. So right now it's on custom. So what I can do is I can crop around anything I would like to crop around. And I can physically move this anywhere I want to move it. So I can get very specific about what I want to show. I also can click down here and choose landscape for YouTube. I can even choose portrait, and it will be a 9:16. You can record right from your desktop in a portrait format for social media. Now, the last part is the recording. So I'm going to hit the record button right down here. 3, 2, 1, I get the access here. Now I am recording like before. I can pause and resume. The difference here is the check mark. So normally with the check mark, like you just saw, it will save the video into Dubb. Not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and I have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a couple of clips here, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save the video into Dubb. The reason clip recording is cool is because you can drag and drop videos from your computer. So if you have an MP4 that you want to drop in here, you have the ability to do that to make it part of the story. So what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording now? How do I keep going? I have one clip. I want to keep going. Well, let me just move this preview window out of the way. Let's say this is a different thing I want to show in my next clip. I just pull it up, right? And down to the bottom left of the preview window, there are 3 creative choices to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen. That's what I just did. So I'm going to click that button. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. And I'm going to frame myself how I want to frame myself. Here we go. I'll change myself to a square. Put myself right in the middle next to the house. Hit record down the bottom. And now I'm just recording a second clip in the same screen recording style I did the first one. I'm going to select the check mark again below. And there is my second clip. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I want to. So, which is pretty cool. You don't have to chronologically record something. You can jump around. You can do the ending first if you want to. And then you can tap the 3-dot menu on each individual clip and download or delete each one. So you can keep the one you like, get rid of the one you don't. Now, there's also a second option down here in terms of style of recording down at the bottom left, and that is the webcam recording option. So when I select that icon, it's going to open up my webcam, and now I can record a webcam clip where this could be the beginning of the video, it could be the end of the video, it could be me talking about something very specific and important. The bottom line is visually it's different. I'm going to select the check mark, and there is that second clip that I have. Now, the last option you have down to the bottom left is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play pre-recorded videos and put them inside of a bubble and put them on anything that you would like. So let's just say I was going to reach out on LinkedIn. And let's say the message is the same for all the people I'm reaching out to. I could sit in front of my webcam, deliver the teleprompter script if I have one, record it from my webcam, me just talking to camera, save that into my video library. And then inside the desktop app here, when I select the narrator icon down to the bottom left, it's going to take me into the video library. Let's pretend that this is the video I recorded. Grab it here, put it in any shape that I want, like we talked about, any size, put it on top of LinkedIn or wherever I wanted to put it, hit record, and then the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. And then I'm able to use that anywhere that I'd like. So it really gives you the ability to take any pre-recorded video and be really efficient and put it on top of anything you'd like. Now, when we're ready to combine these clips together into one video, all we need to do is either click the upload button to the bottom right, which will merge them together and upload them into the platform, or I can select the edit button to the bottom right, which will give you the ability to merge the clips and then do a little editing before you even save it into the Dubb platform. And this editor here is just like the one you saw inside Dubb. Same deal down here. You even have a little button here called Smart Cut that if you want to get rid of the silences in your videos for a tighter cut, you can get rid of these pink areas here, which are the silences if you want to do that. And then you also can download the MP4 before you upload it into the platform, or you can just upload it. If I'm doing longer videos with lots of clips, especially if it's a YouTube video, I'll download the individual clips and then I'll download this before I upload it, if it's longer. But typically you're good in terms of just hitting upload if you want to. Okay, so the last kind of recording option that we're going to see is going to be the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is also a clip recorder. So if you do want to do clip recording, but you're on the move, the mobile app is great. Also, the cameras on the mobile app are really, really good as well. So this is going to be an example of what this is going to look like here. And like I said, you can do it on the move or you can do it, whether you're at your desk or not. It's really your choice. You can do landscape, you can do portrait. You have that ability to choose what you want to do there. Okay, so let's see. It should be loading up now. There we go. All right. So here is the mobile app here. To record a video with the mobile app, we're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom, and that's going to open up our camera. So here it is here. Now, when it first opens up and you're first using the app, this will always be defaulted for a minute. We have different timers down here. I always tap mine, put it over to 10. It'll stay sticky every time you open the app, but that way you don't get cut off and you can't go beyond 10 minutes. To record, tap the circle at the bottom, and now I am recording. Timer here and timer here. I can pause and resume the recording right there, and to end the recording, just tap the circle. There's the clip. So just like the desktop app, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area if I do need it on my phone. I'm going to hit record one more time. So I have a second clip in here. Hit it again. There is my second clip. And I can physically move these with my finger. Take my finger, hold one for a second, slide it. I also can tap a clip individually. And when I do, I can download, delete, trim, and if I select edit, I can add royalty-free music if I want to here by clicking the music icon. We have a bunch of stuff in here. Just make sure that when you do add it, you adjust the level so it doesn't overwhelm your voice. We also have the text icon. So what you can do in here is, this is where you can add the hook that we talked about. And you can do different size, different font, whatever you want to do, move this thing around, however you want to do it like we showed in the beginning. You also have a voiceover option. So if you want to do a voiceover over this clip, you can do it here, or you can do a voiceover at the end. You can speed up the action of this clip. Maybe it's an action shot if you're doing something. You can go all the way up to 10x if you want to. Be really fast. And then you also have the ability to add burned-in subtitles here, or you can do it at the end. You also have these icons right over here. So to know what they do, just tap the tooltip at the top, and that will give you the functions right here. Tap it again, closes it. Now, a countdown timer is important. You have a choice right here. So either 3 or 10. I always select 3 because it feels like just the perfect amount. 3, 2, 1, ready, and you're ready to go. You also have a video stabilization button right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and you just feel like it's too herky-jerky all over the place, select this button here, select low, medium, or high, and then you'll basically go from this to this, just a smoother kind of move. If you want to use a teleprompter, it's this button right here. And when you do this one, again, click Create New Script at the top if you want to, or you can search for a script by title, or you can just scroll to see which one you want to do. Like if I'm going to pick this one right here. Now here's the speed right here. Again, auto scroll. So between 1 and 10, hit the play button, see if you like it. If you're finding that your eyes are not staying at the top here and they're searching for the words, you're going down, either increase the speed or slide everything up with these guardrails right here. That way you're looking right up here, and keep it to the left. If you do landscape, you can adjust it that way. But you want to keep your eyes closest to the camera. Now, if you want to edit this script, pencil icon right here, make some changes you want to make, and then save it. Now, if you have an iPhone, you can do auto track, which is voice recognition. So right here with the gear icon, select auto track, hit record, and now you're going to notice voice recognition. Imagine closing a deal right now today. Well, looks like it's not highlighting. Might have a little bug in here, but it would normally highlight it and then it would move. So you have that choice between voice recognition, so either auto track or auto scroll. And then you would just tap the X to the top right and it would close it. Now, if you want to say you recorded something outside of the Dubb mobile app, you have a video on your phone that you want to make part of the story here. Select the folder icon here, takes you to the photo video area, find the video you want, drop it in here, and you can make it part of the story. If you want to physically record your screen, it's this button. If you want to use filters, this button right here. So you can do black and white, you can do skin smoothing, different effects, whatever you'd like to do. Picture in picture right here that we showed in the beginning. This is where it's going to use both cameras on the phone. Again, great for property walkthroughs, but live events, showing anything that you want to show. Make yourself bigger, smaller. You can zoom into the background if you want to. So a lot of options with that. And then the last one is your virtual background, right down here at the bottom right. So all the examples that we showed in the beginning. Screenshot it on your phone, put it behind you, and then you're able to use it. And then when you're ready to merge all these clips together into one video, select the blue button to the top right. That merges all of your clips together, and then you'll have a finished copy on your phone of the finished video, and then you'll be able to upload this into the Dubb platform right here with the blue upload button right there. Now, you can also do some sending with the Dubb mobile app. So when you're in the home area of the mobile app, there is your video library, which sits right here in the middle. So if you want to send a video out, just select the video, click Share Video. There's a copy for email. If you click that, it copies it to your clipboard, paste it. And then if you click Copy for SMS, copy to the clipboard, paste it. Or you can use the icons to the top right above the video. Square icon is email, paper airplane icon is SMS. Now, if you have a CRM, let's say you have like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or anything like that, where you've used a CRM or a third-party sender that you really do enjoy, and you just want to keep that, and you want to be able to add your own stuff, your own videos to what you want to do, you have that ability because we have a huge list of videos, a huge list of CRM and third-party companies that we have integrations with in here. So you can keep those workflows and just add videos if you want. Now, if you do want to use Dubb as a CRM, you can go right over here to the left under CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do bulk sending of email and SMS with campaigns. You also can do automation with our Pro Plus plan. We do drip sequences with automation. So there's Pro and there's Pro Plus. Now, here in the middle of the dashboard, how I mentioned Auto, your AI guide in the beginning. You can ask Auto any questions you'd like. You can ask them Dubb related, like, hey, how do I use the Dubb Chrome extension? Or, what's a 5 great recruiting videos I should be making? So Auto is pretty flexible in terms of answering what you need. Just ask the question in here. You can even say, Auto, I want a script for this. Maybe I'm writing an email script or something, or a video script. You also can click this little button right here, this profile icon, which means you can set up profiles of different parts of your audience. So like we talked about with the preset landing pages, you can do the same thing with educating the AI about your audience. So if I was in real estate, buyers, sellers, I could create buyer profile, seller profile. And all I do is just when I click create, I'm just answering questions about this part of my audience. That's all I'm doing. And then I can even apply a writing structure to this if I want to. You can open with a hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a compelling call to action. So when I'm getting ready to write anything with the AI writer, I just choose the part of the audience I want to use, and the AI will remember those details about your audience. And then you can save that right into scripts. Now, you also have the ability for AI creation of videos. So right up here at the top, this little red camera icon, right over here, it says prompt all the way over here to the right. So when you select this here, this little tutorial right here, this is an AI creator. So if you want to create some AI videos right inside the Dubb platform, you can choose the type of AI video you want to create right here. Anything from a hook to greeting to social media to commercials to outro hooks. And every time you select one, you can play an example right here.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
And the intro hooks, whatever you choose, whether it's intro, social, commercial, down here at the bottom, there is a time duration that will be allocated for each one. Intro is 4 seconds, commercial is probably 12 or 8, but you can't go beyond 12. You can choose the landscape or portrait orientation. You can upload an image in here, like a logo or something like that you want to have in the video. Now, you can't do your own face or celebrities or historical images, all that good stuff. You can choose your AI profile, like we just talked about. So if this is an AI video for a certain part of your audience, just select that profile so it knows about that audience. And then all you have to do is drop your prompt in here. So now this is where you can be as creative as you want to. If you have a specific vision, great. If you don't, just put something basic. I'm going to say, let's see, shark. I'm going to get funny here. Shark sitting in an office saying to the camera, meet Rob. This will be an intro video. Very realistic, shark sitting in an office. And then down here at the bottom, click Generate Concepts. So when you click Generate Concepts, it's going to give you 3 choices. And you can select all 3, or you can select 1, 2, whatever you want. When the video is ready, you'll get an email that says, hey, your AI video is ready. And that video itself will also show up in your video library. So here are my 3 choices. I'm just going to choose one. I'll pick the one at the top. I can go back and edit this prompt if I want to, or I can just click Generate Video. At this point, I can generate another AI one, or I can go back to the dashboard. So up to you as far as that. Now, referrals. We're really big on referrals here because we're very supportive of Dubb partners. What you want to do is when you first get a Dubb account, go right down here to the left, click referrals and click apply now. And this will create a little referral link for you for Dubb that you can share. We do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb. So, and we're very supportive of the partners. Invite them in here at dubb.com/T into the training. If you ever have a group of people together, let us know. We always can come in and present. If you have like a Tech Tuesdays or something like that with your company, let us know. We can come in. And, if you're on a paid plan with Dubb, you get 4, 5, 6 people, you get a free account. And we have partners that are doing very, very well every month with the partners. Now, from a training perspective, right over here within the dashboard down to the right, this second link here, if you click this here, this is our Dubb Academy. And this is a full library of training that we have here on different topics right within the dashboard. Now, if you are thinking about getting Pro Plus or a part of Pro Plus, there is founder coaching every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST with Ruben and Darius. They have an open mic form that you can fill out about your business. They'll give you advice in and out of the platform. They have their own coaching and teaching curriculum that you would have. And again, that's part of our Pro Plus. So if you're on Pro, you want to upgrade to Pro Plus to get that. If you're just thinking about checking Dubb out, that'd be an option for you as well. Now, that AI video that we talked about, what does that thing look like? Well, I'll choose one from my library here. Here it is. Here's the shark. He looks like a mobster. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Sitting in the office. Here we go.
Meet Dubb.
Ooh,
away from transforming.
intimidating. It's an intimidating voice with the business card.
Meet Dubb.
Yeah, I added in the business card. It had that in the description. So you can do all these little creative things to really, gain attention before you actually have your human video that plays after that when you have the intro. So it's really a big part about the hook. Okay, so let me see. Any questions from anyone? Anything on anybody's mind? Let's see. Let me go through here. Anything before we go, guys? We're heading towards the top of the hour. Anything from anyone? Anything on anybody's mind? Before we head out, this video training is going to be on YouTube support. It's going to be on there now. If you go to Dubb support on YouTube, it'll be in the live section. It'll be on there, but we'll also upload it to the regular section as well. Let's see, Alex. Let's see. I saw you had a question. Go ahead, Alex. Alex, if you can hear me, okay. If you can unmute if you want to. So you said on the CRM, can we import? Yes, you can just import your CSV file. It would be the, I think they give an example of it. I think it's name, email, I think it's phone. It has a certain order to it. But yes, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
That's what you do, CSV file.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And anything else from anyone else before we go? Anything on anyone's mind from what we saw? Anything related to anything? Going once, going twice? Going
Great
thrice?
videos. Great videos.
Huh, appreciate that. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
I never seen anything like this, man. I always wonder how people do these videos, and now I'm like, it's so simple.
That's awesome. Yeah, listen, it's just about, at the end of the day, Dubb does a lot of stuff. I think it just comes down to who are the folks you're reaching out to? What technology do you want to use? Is it just sitting in front of the camera with the whiteboard, the virtual background? Is it being in a bubble, showing something on the screen? Is it doing a walk and talk? So these are all just different things. And once you decide, like, yeah, this is the tech I want to use, then it becomes a lot easier,
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, thank you very much for coming in today, everybody. We'll be back the same bat station, same bat time tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great rest of the Thursday. See you, everybody. Bye.
Recording.